Samantha Sacramento was challenged on whether sufficient precautions were taken to prevent the spread of the virus within elderly residential services. The Minister for Health confirmed that swabbing was carried out on a daily basis as from the 29th of December, with COVID-positive residents moved to the 4th and 2nd floors at Mount Alvernia.
Mr. Speaker, I think that every single possible precaution to contain the spread of the virus in Mount Alvernia was taken, but the prevalence of the virus in Mount Alvernia was reflective of the prevalence of the virus in the community, Mr. Speaker, and that is essentially why we had such a high case of positive cases in Mount Alvernia.
On the number of cancelled operations between January 2020 and February this year, 376 were elective and 6 were non-elective. In answer to GSD questions, the Health Minister confirmed that most GHA services have already resumed, adding the situation is being monitored on a weekly basis. There were 120 questions on health-related matters tabled. One of these was on the number of applications for GHA health cards between January 2020 and February this year. The answer, 11,654. This, the Health Minister attributed to Brexit, as well as the pandemic, where valid GHA cards have been required for swabbing and vaccinations. Moving on to other subjects, as Minister for Equality, Samantha Sacramento was challenged on why paternity leave legislation had not yet been finalised and why the National Drug Strategy had not yet been published. The answer to both was delays caused by COVID, although the former is, according to Ms Sacramento, now in its final stages. Opposition MP Elliot Phillips was told off by the Speaker for referring to the pandemic as an excuse. However, one piece of legislation passed in July 2018, the Freedom of Information Act, is set to commence on the 1st of June, following some adjustments to be made as a result of having left the EU. The government's approach, however, is cautious.
We're very conscious throughout that we shouldn't repeat the mistakes that occurred in the United Kingdom, which led the then Prime Minister Tony Blair to describe this as one of the biggest mistakes in his political career in government. So we're conscious of we need to do things slowly, cautiously and well. Also, I think I made clear at the time that when the bill was introduced that it is normal practice to have a period of years between the passing of the legislation and the implementation of the legislation, because the public service and indeed the general public, as he himself has said, need to be prepared for it.
Parliament this week also saw questions directed at the Travel Minister, who revealed that 4 airlines have expressed an interest in Gibraltar in the light of a possible UK-EU treaty, although he refused to reveal their names due to commercial sensitivity. Questions on the salary for the proposed new tourism CEO to be based in London also drew a blank, although Vijay Daryanani revealed the name of the recruitment firm is Odgers Berndsen. Parliament resumes on Friday at 3 p.m.